itty-bitty little apple snail living inside there with the alligator. Not only do those animals benefit from that, but so do your deer, panthers, foxes, possums, raccoons, even the flying birds.
Oh my gosh.
They come and drink out of that hole. And with that, the alligator has created himself a buffet line. They're going to pick and choose which animals they're going to eat. And talking about being eaten by an alligator, how in the world are people attacked by them? One of the most common ways people see the alligator sitting out in the sun. They don't move around a whole lot, so they wonder, are they really alive? And the first thing they all try to do is touch them. Now, the next common way people get attacked here, that's by swimming with the alligator. When only your head sticks up out of the water, you look like a tasty little duck. So the alligator will come on up to you, grab onto you, take you down underneath the water. Once you start to punch and kick the alligator, they realize they have something too big. And a lot of times they end up letting go. But when they decide to hold on, they'll spin to rip chunks of meat off. And with that, people end up panicking, end up drowning, or end up bleeding to death. So the point we're trying to make here today, if you get hot on your stay in South Florida, find a pool to swim in. Leave the lakes and canals to the alligators. The third and most common way people get attacked here, that's by doing what I'm getting ready to do right now. Feeding an alligator is a very bad idea. An alligator who is naturally scared of man, once given that first piece of food, they lose that natural fear and they'll come right on up to you. It is against federal law to feed or harass a wild alligator. If you get caught doing it, not only may there be some fines involved, but how many of you guys noticed the prison down the road? All right. How many of you out there have not yet been on the airboats? Not been on the airboats. This is something for you to think about. This fence, guys, is 4 feet tall. Your airboat's 2 feet tall. Your alligators can jump and climb 3/4 lengths of their own bodies. So, can an alligator jump or climb in the boat? Yes, they can. And if an alligator jumps in your boat, you're probably wondering what you should do. You jump out the other side of the boat. And if you're worried about your driver, don't be. They sit way up on top of that boat. They're going to be just fine. Now you watch the alligators down there in the water. They search for food underneath the water. And that's because the throat of the alligator sealed shut, allowing him to drag animals under, drown them, and not drown himself. Once they're ready to swallow, they need to bring their heads back up above the water in order to do so. We do try to throw the food to the side of the head, and that's because alligators only see from the side. They cannot see directly in front of them. It's a blind spot. Behind their eyes, they do have ears. They have a waterproofing flap that does protect the ear to prevent water from going down into the ear canal. Back in the late 60s and 70s, alligators were considered to be an endangered species. But due to alligator farming like what you guys have seen here today, we're now proud to say there are over 2 million alligators out in the wild. They're no longer endangered, but are still protected.